Hello, welcome. I haven't been filming for a while because my computer's kind of buggered up. Well, not buggered up, but it's so slow. It's taken a long time to edit videos and it crashes and stuff. So, sorry, it's been a while since I've videoed anything now. This is my latest edition, which is an Electrolux 502. Now, from what I understand, these were made from about 1975-ish to about 1980. The previous model to this being the 500, which came out in the early 1970s. It was quite revolutionary for its time because it was a clean air vacuum cleaner, meaning that the dirt comes through the underside, up, back and into the bag, and then the air path goes out through the motor and out the vent at the back. Right, it's in fully working order, and I think even the bag whistle works on it. I've got the deluxe accessory kit which came with it. Okay, I've put down some dirt. I don't really see the point in putting huge amounts down because it's very unlikely your house is ever going to get that dirty. So we've got some dog hair and dust out the Dyson, and we've got a patch of corn flour out the kitchen. So that's kind of like an average, well, above average amount of dirt that you can have on the floor. I don't actually have a lot of dirt in stock at the moment because we've emptied the vacuum cleaners, so that's all I could find. Okay, I've just set up my demonstration. Got the vacuum cleaner all plugged in. Now let's see how things go. Right, I see that's got all of it up, so it's clearly a good cleaner. Do excuse the squeak at the end, the brush roller bearings need a bit of work. Another very ingenious thing about this Electrolux vacuum cleaner is how you connect the tools, because the original vacuum cleaners that came before this, such as Hoover Juniors in the 1960s and Hot Point ones, and probably even Electroluxes, I wouldn't be surprised if they made uprights then, had the attachments fitting in the front, as you'll see from my video on my Hoover Junior. Whereas this one, the tool's insert in the back, so this should swing around, but it's snapped, so yeah. Okay, so you insert this into the back, locate the notches and twist to the right a bit, and there you go, hose attached. Now this was an extra purchase back in the day, the hose and all the tools, because back then vacuum cleaners came on their own and the tools were an extra purchase of however many pounds. I'll have to look up the cost. So I did find an advert on the internet. And also the tool kit comes with an extension tube. So that kind of makes it as long as a conventional pull-along vacuum cleaner for upright use. I'll just set up some dust to, well, corn flour. Okay, now here are the tools I got with the vacuum cleaner. Most of these are original, but I'm sure experts will know that this shouldn't be in here because I'm sure this is for a pull-along and did not come in the original toolkit. Right, so we've got this crevice tool, which is nice and long, well, long enough for what you need. And then we've got this multi-purpose flip over floor and carpet brush for larger areas under sofas and so forth where you can't get an upright, and the multi-purpose tool this side and the dusting brush the other side. Ingeniously you put the hose in this end and you get suction through here, or you close that up, put the hose in that end and you get suction come out there for the brush. And then there's this tool, which is currently in hard floor mode, because you can see the castellated bristles sticking out, and then you push that down and then that puts it into carpet mode. So we'll see how well these tools do. I'll start off, I won't use the extension tube because it won't be necessary, and I'm going to do a demonstration first of all with the flip over carpet tool. Okay, turn that on. And as you can see, it's fairly good at picking up on carpet. Now, I will now try purpose head. Again, quite good pick up for an old vacuum cleaner. And 5 seconds and last. The other tool, chain 3. Again, quite good pick up. And I'll leave the last bit for the crevice twist. Okay, I think that's about finished now. Now we'll hear the bag whistle. The bag whistle indicates that the bag has reached maximum capacity. So for example, if you have it set on 1, this means that when the bag is roughly 1/4 full, it will whistle and tell you that the bag needs changing. Basically it's based on sensitivity. Section 2, stage 2, which is about half full, it should whistle. When it's 2/3 full it should whistle, and when the bag is completely full it should whistle. And 0 means the bag whistle is turned completely off. Though I keep it on about 3, because usually 3, 3.5, because when the bag's 2/3 full, that's usually when you're supposed to change them. Now, this, which should go on the back, has variable suction control. That is maximum, and twist around, and that opens up, and that allows some of the suction out because this does not have a multiple speed motor. Okay, I think that's about all I can demonstrate on this vacuum cleaner. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and please subscribe. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, I've got a demonstration set up here on the hard floor in the kitchen of just out the vacuum cleaner at the Dyson, and I'm going to be picking it up with this flip over floor tool. See again, castellated brushes. Half of it I'll pick up with this one, and half of it with the other flip over floor tool that was free with it. Again. But the weird thing about this is that you can flip it over and use it that way round. And I don't really see what advantages that would have, because you can't clean into corners. It doesn't really seem to have much use. Right, so I've got it all set up. I'll just turn on. Again, there is some issue of snow ploughing, which I guess is fairly standard with these type of tools. There's not as much snow ploughing as I'd have thought. Right, I'll get all that up. There. Completely clean. Strangely, this brush has even more snow ploughing. Now, let's compare the bristle spacing, and if you notice, this one has got wider gaps in between than this one, which is quite surprising why it doesn't pick up quite so well. Although it is partly understandable, because this section it's not it's rather difficult to understand why this one picked up better, because this one's got a shallower channel to pick the dust up, and this one's got a much thicker channel. I don't quite understand that, but as the results have shown, this tool doesn't seem as effective. So I'll just pick up everything else. And then that'll be the end of the demonstration. whilst I have my camera out, I'll show you how to empty this Electrolux 502. Now, we've got this metal clip here, so pull forward, drop down, lift up, like so, and then you pull out the bag, and then pop that in the bin. You can see I've got a bag freshener in there, and there is a cloth filter. Just get that out, which is quite dirty now, and another filter in there. That's a fixed one held in with a screw. So let's put that back and the bag freshener back. And we've got a problem here because the original foam piece that sits around here to seal in the suction a bit more is missing. So I'm going to have to cut like a bath sponge or a piece of something that's about an inch or a little bit less than that thick, and fit it on to seal in the suction, because you get a lot of bit of dust around here, which isn't very good. So again, if you want to put a new bag in, slide it in like so, like that, and drop the handle forward and push that, kick that on and down. Besides the easiness of emptying the bag, another good point on this vacuum cleaner is the swivel cord hook. Now, for a vacuum cleaner in the 1970s, this is quite a deluxe feature, because my Hoover Junior that's 1972 does not have a swivel cord hook. They're just two fixed cord retainers, and I just thought this was a very ingenious thing for the time, compared to all the other brands, or most of the brands. Another thing I want to mention is that this is quite a weak spot, these hinges, being made of plastic. I'm surprised actually how they've lasted for quite so long. And that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Please like and please subscribe if you're interested in hearing things about vacuum cleaners and anything else that I have interesting to put on here. Okay, thanks, bye.